Hi, this is Kenneth Wong, Senior Editor for DE. Manufacturing firms have been steadily adopting simulation, according to the industry analyst firm Kambashi. The COVID crisis caused a temporary drop in software sales in this 6.1 billion market, but the analysts still believe it's on track to grow, with a compounded annual growth rate of 11.1% through 2024. This means simulation processes like finite element analysis and computer fluid dynamics are becoming standard practices, now an established part of the way cars, boats, electronics, and consumer goods are designed and tested. One of the areas of simulation that doesn't get the attention it deserves is variation management, part of simulation quality control. To talk about it, here is Sigmetrix in their own words.
Never take lightly.
Before the Industrial Revolution, most products were built by craftsmen, and they spent most of their time building custom parts, putting them together, and it was up to the craftsman to make sure that that quality was working. As we went into the Industrial Revolution and got the ideas of interchangeable parts and assembly lines, there needed new ideas for managing the repeatability of those manufacturing processes. And today in the computer age, we're looking at more of computer simulations and how we can use those to predict the variation earlier in the design process, actually even before we go to manufacturing. And this has been a great help to improving the idea of variation management.
Well, it's important to understand what is meant by quality when we talk about physical products. Most quality is a function of the time and effort that goes into manufacturing and inspecting each individual part in that product, as well as the parts as a whole and how they go together as a collection. Because of this, you can see why it's important for a company to understand how to balance both quality and cost. Most companies still use a siloed approach, which means that a quality group inspects the parts and then has to try to provide feedback to a manufacturing group and a design group to try to correct the existing product line or to make sure that doesn't show up in future product lines.
Manufacturing isn't perfect. In a perfect world, each part would be the same when it's made and work in harmony with the parts around it. Because of manufacturing realities, each piece is just a little different than the others, and sometimes they are different enough to cause problems when put together to form a product. These differences are called mechanical variation.
So mechanical variation fundamentally can affect the products that we use every day, that we rely upon every day, whether it be safety or just common handy things, making sure the laptop works as intended or the locks on our doors work as intended. Whenever you have mechanical variation that's not accounted for, not only can things not fit together well, but they won't perform their intended function, and that can be frustrating or worse, can have safety ramifications and consequences to people.
Variation is kind of a part reality of the manufacturing process. And so trying to predict and analyze that up front, doing tolerance analysis, building prototypes, testing those prototypes, making sure that those will work when they go to larger productions. And then once they start producing things, being able to test those in line, making sure that the process is repeatable, that the quality is sufficiently have. Those are a lot of the ways that companies have traditionally dealt with the variation, because if they don't deal with those during the manufacturing process, the result is quite expensive.
When it comes to mass-produced products, mechanical variation is a reality and could cause problems down the line if not managed properly. Traditionally, companies would respond reactively once parts are produced, but Sigmetrix wants to work to change the way we handle mechanical variation.
Sigmetrix was founded on the idea of building better products through mechanical variation management. We build the tools, we provide the training to help companies build higher quality products and get them to market faster and at lower cost. We also help companies have the insights that they need to explore new designs, and not have to worry about mechanical variation, and be able to anticipate any potential quality issues and not have to just rely on what they've done in the past.
So what we are striving to do as a company in our philosophy is to create a set of tools that are as intuitive to use as possible, that just slip into an engineer's everyday workflow and is as similar to what they use every day as possible. So most of the work is done in the computer, though there's a lot of collection of information, talking to others about perhaps how the parts might go together, how they're intended to be manufactured, to get better information that feeds in the analysis to ultimately get a better prediction of what's going to happen when these parts actually occur in the real world and are put together and are used.
Taking the time to do the analysis needed to understand the impact of mechanical variation is imperative to ensure product quality. Sigmetrix gives you the tools to properly manage mechanical variation throughout the design process, allowing you to get ahead of product problems instead of reacting, usually under pressure, to correct them.
Sigmetrix's mission is to help companies provide better products through the understanding and management of mechanical variation. We can help you maximize return on your MBD, MBE investment. This is the Industry 4.0. Improve profitability by balancing product cost and quality. Allow for faster time to markets by reducing or eliminating prototype and pilot cycles. Deliver more innovative products through better understanding of your products themselves when it comes to mechanical variation. And capturing, transferring, and retaining critical product and process knowledge. Sigmetrix can help you provide better products through understanding and management of mechanical variation.
To learn more, contact us today.